Hi, I'm Paul, the running shoe guru, and today we're looking at a very exciting shoe. One that's been around a little while, and many of you will already have a pair, but it's the shoe that Eliud Kipchoge set the new world record for the marathon in Berlin on Sunday in 2:01:09 seconds. It's the Nike Air Zoom Alphafly 2. So we've seen the shoe already before. Eliud wore a new bright orange version this weekend for his latest world record, but it was one which he first wore in the Vienna Sub 2 record. And it's now become widely available. Many people at Berlin were wearing the shoe. But what is it that makes the Alphafly so special? Well, first of all, it's quite a big looking shoe. There's a lot of cushioning going on here, but it's still very, very lightweight. And that's because we've got the Zoom X foam in the shoe. It's very light, it's a very responsive, very resilient, and very compliant foam. I'll try and kind of compress it for you. You can see how much it compresses just between my finger and thumb. So imagine the body weight coming down on there. It's a very springy, bouncy feel to the shoe, and we've got a very high stack. Of course, it was made and designed to comply with World Athletics rules in terms of stack height, and that means 40 millimeters of cushioning in the heel. Now, this is my pair. They're a pair size 9.5. It measures around about 50 millimeters, to be honest, but of course there are lots of intricacies to the rules. I think they measure it on a US size 8, which is a little bit smaller, but they also measure that stack height in the center of the shoe at 12.5% of the overall distance, the overall length of the shoe from the back of the heel. So we've got an extended heel to make that length a little bit greater. So 12.5% in is more central, and by having a recess that you can see there, that takes some of that depth away. So that measured stack becomes 40 millimeters, but you still get an effective stack of in excess of 40 millimeters, shall we say. Of course, you've got the all-important carbon plate in the shoe. That creates a lot of stiffness into the forefoot, allows you to push off a larger forefoot area, and that in itself creates a little bit more power. And in the Alphafly, we've got the twin airbags, as you can see here. They're sandwiched between the carbon plate and the Zoom X foam. So you get a very kind of almost explosive forefoot feel from these shoes. They really are. I mean, a lot of people, it won the race. It was a very popular shoe in the race. Looking around me, around 240, a lot of people wearing these shoes. It's just on personal preference, I think, whether people choose this one or the Vaporfly Next Percent 2 as well. Both probably the biggest volume shoes in Berlin at the weekend. What else have we got? Well, we've got this atom knit upper, super lightweight, super breathable, almost translucent. I think you can just about see my finger through there as well. So it's very thin and breathable. It's a kind of sock stretch-like fit. You need to stretch it open to get your foot in there, but it is very snug. There's lots of padding around the heel and a nice pull-on tab there. But the overall feeling of the shoe is it's just incredibly bouncy, like a lot of the super shoes are these days. And certainly Eliud enjoys running in it, as it's always gracing his feet. So here it is. This is the Nike Air Zoom Alphafly 2.